can use Shen in a more effective way, right? Like, One Stand United cross-map play with the Hextech Ultimatum is just so hard to deal with. Not to mention that during the first objective fight, you can, secure one objective and then teleport to the other side to still contest for a 50-50. And that's how strong Shen is in the jungle meta right now.
Honestly, at this point in the game, most of the people haven't been banning the Shen anymore compared to how it was during Season 1, and where whenever it's a CN Conference team, we're going to be banning the Shen because they're going to be picking that up for sure. Now, it's a lot more of the fact that Shen is going to be picked up whenever there's a combo that they can go for, because Shen is still a safe pick, if you ask me.
Oh, you ask for it, they give it to you. Direct ban. And that's like how many bans being targeted against Z? That's 4 champions banned away from the mid laner of Thunder Talk.
What is he gonna pick now?
Orianna.
Yeah, he can pick up the Orianna though. But now,
this is a Soil champion. Yeah,
Tristana. I love that. Tristana from Soil.
Yep. But surely this is a late game Tristana. It's not as strong during the early game, and this is very different from how they played game number 1, in where the Ashe was so impactful. By the time that he reaches level 5, Enchanted Crystal Arrows can be used as initiation for his team.
We can definitely see a lot of potential for sieges here also for the side of Thunder Talk Gaming, because they have they have a Camille. Next one is they have a Tristana on their side. It's going to be easier for them to secure a lot of gold. Okay,
Lucian. I think this is a Lucian in the bot lane, and then Sky will still be using the Zeri. Now, what will be the pickup here for Z is the question. Him and Thunder Talk being on the red side is always so scary. It's reminiscent of, that one legendary mid laner that you kind of save your counter pick for.
Yeah.
So it's Thunder Talk is doing the same thing right now. They're saving their counter pick for their mid laner because they know and they trust their mid laner.
They go for a Gwen because they have a Lucian and they have a Zeri on their side. What a really smart pick coming in from the side of Thunder Talk Gaming, because honestly, that's one of the best counters that you can have against 2 carries.
Right, Shroud is something to throw off your AD carries, and this is the same concept as the Vladimir, right? The only difference is Sanguine Pool evades and dodges everything. Meanwhile, the Shroud, it dodges some things, but not everything.
Yeah. And what's good about this, though, is we have seen Z play this out during Season 1 too, and where most of the time he picks up the Gwen against even a melee champion in the mid lane just for him to have a great advantage. And we've seen him be successful with this Gwen.
On all champions. Surely he is successful, right? He still is. Okay, so there is a chip in his shoulder. Chip in the shoulder of Thunder Talk as a whole.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We were supposed to be the champions. And so now...
That's true.
Right. Step number 1 in securing the first series, that's already done. Step number 2 is securing the second series. And they're 1 game away from doing just that.
Yeah. And now with this, having Gwen on your side, that's a lot of damage already together with the Tristana. The siege that you're going to be losing, or the range that you're going to be losing is going to be coupled with damage coming in from the Gwen, and it's going to be easier for the Gwen to go to the side lanes too. So I can see a lot of potential for 1-3-1s here. Thunder Talk.
Should be, right? Especially with the Shen as a pickup. You can even interchange Shen to be one of the split pusher and have someone else join the team. That's the power of the flexibility or flexible draft that Thunder Talk did go for in here for game number 2. Dawn 128 though on the other side, and we have talked about this numerous times here, Dash, that this Jax is so hard to kill. One Hextech Ultimatum might just not be enough, right? One counter strike, the defense passive coming from his ultimate might just be what is needed here by Dawn 128 to survive the top lane.
Yeah, and I really love how smart Dawn 128 has been playing this matchup. Because whenever a counter-strike is going to be up, he's just going to move in, because Shen couldn't do anything at this point, at this level at least, against Dawn 128.
Yeah, recognizing that the tactical sweep is primarily the tool that Camille will be using at the early stages of the game to at least try to equalize some trades here and there. But on the other hand, you see the interesting stat. 1, 2, 4, 6 damage per minute for Mr. Z in the mid lane.
1246, that's a lot of damage per minute. But now, during the start of this, what's really smart about Sky is picking up the Lucian in the mid lane so that C would not have an easier time against a Lucian, because we all know how Lucian is in the early game. He does have a lot of damage. He's easy to really maneuver around. And now Shen, again, gonna get ganked to the top side, and here it comes. Gonna go hook shot away. Wait, what? They weren't able to follow through with that.
Yeah, that's fine though, because it's all about denying the minions. You see Shen right now, that's a lot of golden XP being denied here by FPX. With that timely gank by FPX, yes, they were not able to kill Shen, but it's not really the entirety of their goal.
Yeah, they really just wanted to shut down Shen as fast as they could. And having an advantage on a Jax lane is already something that you want.
Yep. He's super smart, right? Like FPX in their current version feels to me that they really have improved, and we have to again remember that there's a massive change in the roster of FPX topside.
Yeah, and really love to see having a Don 128 into their team and just playing it out of his mind, especially for this squad. It's really effective, or at least seeing him play a Jax is always something that I really want to see.
Exactly, like he's one of the more stable players that we have in the Baron lane, and he was always one of the reasons why you know, J-Team was so hard to deal with in the last season. And so now his addition to FPX has just paid dividends, and the potential, you can see it right now, just 2 games in.
Yeah. Get the confidence here from the top side. They're just going to be helping out Shen get the level 5 and maybe go in with a Hextech ultimate. Considering that they know where Xingdao 7 is, they still are just going to try and get the kills here top side.
And you see FPX, the response is to do a cross-map play. There's an invade already happening right now with Lee Sin on the bot side. And we're going to enter a very quick pause here, but you could see a potential dive as well. It was reported an issue by Z. And so now, we're back to the action.
Jumped in with the lead strike. Don 128 already went in with the counter strike. Sky is really strong right now. That's why they don't want to take this fight.
Yeah, he will get priority for sure, right? Like Xingdao 7, after getting the blue quadrant camps of X-Buy, he's now taking the red buff. And hello, you know what? There is no more camps for you because even Sky is helping out with invades.
Considering that their champions here for the side of Thunder Talk has only a lot of late game potential, the early game damage is going to be lacking. But now, as I'm saying that, they were able to cancel SMY just because of a cast.
That's one smart way to deal with an Ornn ultimate, right? Talk about learning something new every day, right? I knew, some of our League of Legends players used to do that, but here in Wild Rift, it's not that often that we see cancellations such as that.
Yeah. And this is why you don't really want to see a Gragas whenever you're playing an Ornn. It's really hard to really set up the Horn of the Forge God because you could get cancelled anytime by a body slam, by that cast that we've seen. And now, here it comes. The rotation that is going to come is when this Tristana is going to be good. Once they're late to their rotation, the Tristana could potentially get just an easy play.
Exactly, and not to mention that his explosive shout also does have a passive that helps out in clearing the wave faster than your opponent. And also, FPX is really making use of the range advantage in the mid lane to really put on the pressure, right? That invade in the red side or red quadrant of Thunder Talk, it was only made possible because of the priority that was gained by the mid laner of FPX.
And already they're starting the objective. And that's why it's going to be hard for Thunder Talk here. Once they start the objective, they're going to be
so
getting
delayed.
Gold. That is so fast. And right here, Thunder Talk doesn't have an answer back.
Yeah, Thunder Talk is just super delayed right now in tempo. This Rift Herald is going to slam this mid lane tower. Bye-bye, tower.
Tower is going to fall down. Chow almost hitting that shot. But now there's going to be a dragon to the side of Thunder Talk, getting the kill on the top side, though.
Right, they still have to respect the Stand United. I'm just not 100% sure if the Stand United was actually used to help out the side lane action in the top side. I think it was, right? Because it is definitely on cooldown right now. But you see how FPX is playing this double objective at 5 minutes? Oh man, man, FPX is in your face, right? Okay, so Stand United was actually used, and that's the only reason why Sky did go down. But you would accept that trade over and over again, right? Because that still is in an Infernal Dragon that joined your team. We have to remember that Infernal Dragon map means one thing: we have an Infernal Soul rating.
They do need a lot of resources now. That's one of the problems here coming in for Thunder Talk Gaming, because they got delayed, as you said. FPX would have a lot of potential for those early game engages, and this is all because of what Shingdo 7 did in the early game.
Shingdo 7 and the whole top side, actually, right? Even their mid laner did help out, and of course, Shingdo 7's impact on the Lee Sin cannot be understated as well. Oh, Z!
Look at how confident Z is. Level 9 pops the ultimate, and this is going to be their chance
Stand
to go in.
United.
They have the Stand United, they have the Horn of the Forge God. Look at the jump coming in. Soul is going to be getting the kill. Sky is going to fall down! And that's Thunder Talk with a clean execution.
These guys are just unreal right now. Like, their decision making to focus on the top side and help out Z. Sure, right? He's your carry, but you see, did you ever see a Tristana gank for you in a Wild Rift game? That's just what Soil did, right? Like, you have a ganking Tristana diving underneath the tower, and we have to look at that again. Z calling that, hey, you know what, we can win this, the Stand United, plus the dodge away coming from that from the explosive cask, and Soil again using all of his kit to assassinate the primary target. Thunder Talk is just a beast.
Thunder Talk is just so good. Even if they didn't get any objectives during the early parts of the game, they were able to close the gap on that disadvantage that they had from that Rift Herald getting taken by FPX.
Tempo has just been reversed. It's not restored, right? Like, oh, hang on.
Look at the fast
Ghost
reaction coming in from Z. Pops the Ghost. Not even Hallowed Miss, it just pops the Ghost.
Exactly, and so now you see Soil doing what he does best, which is to take down towers. It's still crazy to me that, you know, that those series of plays are allowed. Like, with the way the game has started for FPX, just with one clash in the top side, just with one gank in the top side, everything points towards Thunder Talk win again.
What's mind-boggling to me is that one clash made FPX go defensive. And a while ago, they were so confident in taking this fight against Thunder Talk because they know they have advantage. But once they lost those 2 kills, what just happened here to them?
XY happened.
Crazy, man.
Shen things happened, right? Like, again, you have to respect the power of Shen Stand United, especially in side lane focus meta.
Here comes Stand United. It's not even gonna get used. Don 128 is just gonna get knocked down and back up. What a great kick! The Dragon's Rage was able to save his life, and Shin is just gonna follow through. One more shot, and Kong is just gonna follow in. Shingdo 7 goes in. The damage is gonna be there. Soil was able to get the kill, and this is gonna be the Horn of the Forge God with a knock up on Chow, and that's gonna be a 2-4-1, make that a 3-4-1. The knockback's the slowest. Kong is not gonna survive, and Thunder Talk just got the win in that fight.
Soil, my god, this guy flashing in, getting kills after kills. Thunder Talk all across the board in all roles. I believe they're just, you know, one of the true contenders for the crown in WRL A2. And again, they showed why and how.
What is that? The great reactions coming in from Thunder Talk Gaming. The reposition coming in from most of their members. Once they got the hold of that one person, they all went upstairs just because they wanted to get those kills. 6 kills, even without objectives during the first 5 minutes.
2 items completed. Navori Quick Blade also completed for Soil, and that explains why he was able to do a huge amount of damage. Resets also is helping out this Tristana, and there could be a potential engage here. Second dragon in the game. FPX definitely wants this.
Knockback. They're waiting for Z to make a mistake here to go forward. But Z is confident that he's going to be surviving this fight before this even happens. In the Mountain Drake, they're just dancing around it just now.
Mountain Dragon, half health here. Dash if FPX will be able to secure this, they will still have
They're
a win condition.
Hex ultimatum with the Horde of the Forge God. They're going to be stopping Shingdo 7. They still have on half HP. They're not going to be taking it, and that's going to be it. They got the kill onto the back line. Also, even taking the Mountain Thing together with it. Sun 1 is going to be next. What a great taunt coming in from X-Spy. And Thunder Talk Gaming is just going to be taking this game to their side just because of that objective.
Another 3k damage dealt coming in from Soil. I thought that Tristana was supposed to be a late game champion, but this guy is just a beast right now. I mean, you look at him, he's super confident. And they will be taking down another tower here in the bot lane, tanking it in the process again. BT, by the way, has just been buffed and is an OP item right now. And that could just be the reason why this Tristana is a beast. Let's look at that replay once again. This Mountain Dragon dance is happening, and again the engage coming from the Camille. It's just so easy to do. One Hextech ultimatum to really target down and pin down one member is what is needed to start the fight.
Shingdo 7 wasn't able to follow through because he used the safeguard defensively, and that's why that dragon was easily taken while Z was just making a menace out of everybody on the back line.
So Z is like playing the same thing that he was doing when he was the Vladimir, only this time he has a dash to dash over the wall, right? Like zoning 2-3 people is the job of a Camille. Sorry, not a Camille, of a Gwen. And the Z, again, his impact is just helping open things for Soil, and Soil, again, undisputedly has been the MVP of this game. But you still have to give credit to the other members of Thunder Talk by allowing Soil just pop off.
Yeah, and one of the things that I love about this is that when it comes down to those objectives, when it comes down to those really great fights, oh wait, a fight is going to happen here. Chow was able to knock back Soil, and that's going to be a Stand United to stop him from pushing back on Bo3. SMY is going to be dead here, but the dodge coming in from X-By. Source Spirit was able to survive, but now Shingdo 7 is going to be chasing them down. FPX, this might be their chance.
Yeah, that was a 5v4. They recognized that Z was on the other side of the map, but Thunder Talk, they're feeling confident because their superstar mid laner is here.
And half HP on most of the members coming in from FPX, so Thunder Talk might be able to take this fight if ever they want to, but is X-Y gonna try and risk this?
Shingdo is under vision. Okay, so they know that they did just get back, and so they're starting this Baron.
Okay, is that the call? Chow doesn't know. He doesn't have any vision on this side. Chow is going to be running away.
Okay.
Still have one with the needle work. Z is just going to be using that. Now, no needle work before this fight happens.
True. They have to reset back. And again, Soil, he needs to be allowed some space to hit and free hit the members of FPX. Good job on FPX in denying that, right? Like, they were able to find the angle to go for another initiation, and that's because of the proactiveness of Shingdo 7's Lee Sin.
Yeah. Look at this, top side though. He is isolated. That's going to be a Hextech ultimate coming in from Shen. No damage whatsoever for Don 128. They had the Heart of the Forge God onto the back line, and that's going to be stopping them from pushing. Chow was able to get an explosive cast, pushing back a lot of the members from Thunder Talk Gaming, and that's going to stop the fight.
Chow is having a bad day right now with his Gragas, right? His explosive casks, it's not to the level of what we expect Gragas from CN to do, right? Like, how many times have we seen his explosive task miss? In that particular team fight, there was not even a single target that can just get pinned down, hit there by FPX. So, if anything, Chow just needs to do better.
Yeah, one of the things that Chow could do is what he did a while ago. Soul could potentially get killed if ever he gets another body slam to an explosive cast, but there's not a lot of opportunities to actually do that. If he has a flash, maybe.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? Like, he needs a flashy play, the Gragas that we all know and love. But there's that one tool that is now available to Soil that can negate just that, and that's a Quicksilver Enchant. Goodbye, in my opinion.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard. Now that they have a Quicksilver Enchant on one of their members, let us try and take the perspective here coming in from Thunder Talk Gaming. They're already securing themselves onto the Ocean Break before it even spawns up. It's gonna be up right now, and no vision yet for Thunder Talk on the other side.
And again, we're talking about a dragon that is that will only just be used to give you stats. There's no more soul in the game, and you know what?
As we say, That's gonna be a start of the fight. Shin is gonna be going on to Chow. The
He's
dash
dead.
coming in from Soil was able to get the kill onto Chow, and they're gonna follow through. They have one onto the back line. It's gonna be really hard because Don 128. Look at the push coming in from C, zoning a lot of the members coming in from FPX. Don 128 fighting back, doing the same thing, but he dies in the process. Dragon Trace onto the back line, but it's not enough to finish them off. And Thunder Talk Gaming would want to finish this. Remember, they have a Justana.
They may just have done it here. However, there still is a illusion, and I think what he's trying to do right now is to reset back, have the calling available to really clear out the wave.
If he has the calling, he might be able to clear up the way, but if not, there's going to be the end coming in from the side of Thunder Talk. They want to finish it, and they want to finish it clean, and they want to get this on a TU0, and Thunder Talk Gaming gets the victory.
You're right, he may not have had the calling available, and in a snap, Thunder Talk just decided, hey, you know what, playtime's over, and it's time to win.
Let's just finish this off. And Thunder Talk Gaming is just one of those teams that I really love whenever it comes down to those plays that we've seen